It's the year 1389. History books tell us about a big, fateful battle on Kosovo Polje. Prince Lazar Hrebeljanović led the Serbs and their friends. Sultan Murad I was in charge of the Ottoman army. The battle was very nasty. Both leaders died. Serbia fought very bravely, but it was a terrible loss for them. This event became a really important part of how Serbian people see themselves. But what if that dark day never happened? What if the armies never even met? Just think about a different story for Serbia. The Battle of Kosovo doesn't happen. Maybe, just at the 11th hour, they found a way to agree without fighting. So in 1389, Serbia is right on the edge of something. It's an important kingdom in the Middle Ages. It has a wonderful culture. It has lots of valuable things like minerals. Without the huge disaster of Kosovo, the way things were going for Serbia changes a lot. The good times it was having in the Middle Ages just keep on going. The kingdom can, slight pause, breathe. It looks to a future it can make for itself, not one that another country tells it to have. What happens right away is very important. The important Serbian families, the nobles, are not wiped out. The way the country is run stays whole. Prince Lazar or the kings after him keep ruling a free country. There's no deep sadness from a lost battle that people would feel for many, many years. Instead, things just carry on. The important parts of the Serbian country, like its government, can grow naturally. The Serbian Orthodox Church, which is a very important part of life for everyone, can keep doing its work without being stopped. Serbia would be strong when facing any problems. If the Ottomans hadn't caused trouble, Serbia's money situation would have grown really well. The kingdom had lots of valuable stuff in the ground, like metals. Silver mines, like Novo Brodo, were already famous all over Europe. Imagine these mines working as much as they could for year after year after year. The money made would go straight to the king's treasury. It would make the important families richer. It would help towns and cities get bigger. Serbian silver would become important money for buying and selling things with nearby countries. All this money would give the country a strong base. It would pay for armies, for building things like roads, and for arty things and learning. The land itself was good for growing crops, so they could grow extra food to sell to other countries. Trading roads would have stayed open and got even bigger. Serbia was in a very important place. It was right on the roads between the middle of Europe and the Aegean Sea. Serbian traders, not bothered by fighting or having to pay lots of money to rulers, would have done very well. They would have carried their goods to places far away. Rich trading towns would have got bigger and more developed. A strong group of traders would appear, bringing new energy and ideas. A Serbia that was safe and rich would for sure have had a special time for art and learning, a golden age. The beginnings were already there. The Nemanjic family of kings had helped art and building do amazingly well. Monasteries like Studenica, Mileseva, and Gračanica were decorated with amazing wall paintings called frescoes. Imagine this way of doing art carrying on, changing and getting better and becoming even more amazing, without the fear of things being destroyed or being forced to copy art from other places. Serbian artists would have been free to come up with new ideas. New ways of painting might have started. Decorating books by hand would have become even more detailed and beautiful. Support and money from a rich king's court and important families would have made all this new art happen. Music and stories would also have done very well. Serbian epic poems, those long adventure stories, might have been different. Maybe they would have written grand poems for the king's court, all about Serbian kings and heroes. In a Serbia that wasn't taken over by the Ottomans, how society was organized would have changed in different ways. The nobility, the important families called there, would still be a powerful group. But what they did might change. With less fighting all the time, their skill in battle might become less important. Instead, being good at organizing things for the country and being true to the king could become more important. The Serbian Orthodox Church would still be a very important support for everyone in society. Everyone would accept its power in religious matters. Its monasteries would stay as important places for learning, art and making money, and they would own lots of land. The priests and church leaders would have a very important job in teaching people and in helping them know what's right and wrong. The church and the king's government would work closely together, just like they did in history. The king would be seen as the one who protected the Orthodox Christian faith, and the church would help show that the king was the rightful ruler. A strong, free Serbia would have changed the map of the Balkans and Europe in a big way. It would focus on keeping its independence and becoming more important to others. Making friends with other countries would be crucial. Serbia might form stronger ties with Hungary, its powerful northern neighbor. Royal marriages and alliances could help them fight common enemies, or they might still be rivals, leading to tricky situations. Its relationship with the Byzantine Empire or its successors would be crucial. Serbia could aim to be the leading Orthodox Christian country. Venice and Ragusa would be important for trade, but also rivals. Serbia would need to manage these relationships carefully. It might also seek alliances with Poland, Bohemia, or Italian cities. A rich Serbia with a strong army would be a valuable ally. It could join larger European alliances. It might even participate in crusades, sending soldiers and supplies. Serbian ambassadors would influence foreign courts. The Ottoman threat, even if delayed at Kosovo, might persist. A stronger Serbia with Balkan allies would be a tougher enemy. The Ottomans' advance into Europe could be slowed or stopped. This would have huge effects on Hungary, Austria, and Central Europe. In this alternate history, modern Serbia would boast impressive cities, with Belgrade as a bustling metropolis featuring cutting-edge architecture and infrastructure. The country's infrastructure would be highly developed, with efficient highways, high-speed trains, and advanced urban planning. Serbia would also be a hub for technology and education, with renowned universities and cultural landmarks that attract visitors from around the world. In this alternate history, modern Serbia would boast impressive cities, stunning architecture, and advanced infrastructure. Imagine Belgrade as a bustling metropolis with sleek skyscrapers piercing the sky, a symbol of Serbia's economic prowess and global influence. The city would be a melting pot of cultures, with vibrant markets, cutting-edge technology hubs, and serene green spaces. Novi Sad, known for its cultural richness, would blend historical charm with modern sophistication. Picture its streets lined with beautifully preserved buildings from different eras, seamlessly coexisting with contemporary art galleries and innovation centers. The city's festivals and cultural events would attract visitors from all corners of the world, making it a beacon of Serbian heritage and progress. Nice, a city with a rich past, would transform into a hub of innovation and technology. Imagine state-of-the-art research facilities and tech startups booming amidst ancient landmarks. The city's universities would be renowned for their contributions to science and technology, fostering a new generation of Serbian innovators. Together, these cities would showcase a Serbia that has not only preserved its historical legacy but also embraced modernity with open arms. A Serbia that stands tall, resilient, and forward-looking, ready to take its place on the global stage. Gap 2S. This vision of a modern Serbia, thriving and dynamic, reminds us that history, though set in the past, always leaves room for imagination and possibilities. What if Serbia had taken a different path? The answer lies in the cities that might have been, the lives that could have been lived, and the future that still holds infinite potential. Gap 3S. Thank you for joining us on this journey through an alternate history of Serbia. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep dreaming and stay curious.